Hey yo, what's going on guys? It's your boy Scatinio, aka Scat, and I just wanted to hit you up on this image that has apparently been leaked regarding a brand new God of War game. Apparently the game is entitled God of War Redemption. Now, let me just clarify, this is a rumoured title, this is just a rumoured leak. This is not by any way means, clarification that this game is actually in development at Sony Santa Monica. Somebody could have just photoshopped this game for all we know. But it is making the rounds at the moment, and, it is pretty big news. Just because obviously Sony Santa Monica didn't really announce anything at E3 this year like a lot of people were expecting them to. A lot of people are expecting a new God of War to come out onto PS4, as well as I think they're preparing a new IP. I think that was Sony Santa Monica, or that may be Guerrilla Games who's doing the new IP. Anyway, due to the fact that they didn't have a big presence at E3 this year, it does throw some sort of legitimacy against this title. Not necessarily God of War Redemption, but it is probably fact that they are going to be making a new God of War game for PlayStation 4. Sony have already announced that many new titles are going to be spoken about at Gamescom this year, and I think a new God of War title pushing the PlayStation 4 hardware is really going to be one of them key titles to have for the new hardware. I think what's interesting though is obviously when you look at this image, it also has PlayStation Vita on there. So if what's being shown is true, and this is in fact an actual title being developed, it looks like it is coming to the PlayStation Vita as well. So it may have that cross-buy option, cross-play, cloud saving, everything like that. However, the part that I'm kind of skeptical about this is that even though PlayStation Vita has had like the cross-buy titles with the PlayStation 3 games, like Need for Speed Most Wanted, Sonic All Stars Transformed, Sly Cooper, games like that, Sony are really like pushing the whole fact that you can remote play PlayStation 4 games on the PlayStation Vita. They're really pushing that feature this time around. They want all developers to be including that feature. So it kind of makes me think, well, would there even be any point really then to be doing, making two separate games for two separate would there be any point in making the same game for two separate platforms if you can just remote play that game? And I'm sure the remote play version would probably look a lot better than a really downgraded version for the PlayStation Vita, if you kind of get what I mean. So yeah, it's really interesting at this point. Like I say, this doesn't mean this game really is in development. We haven't had any sort of clarification from Sony Santa Monica, but we'll see. I think, in all honesty, I think for me personally, I'm not really that interested in another God of War game. I think I'm really burnt out on the God of War series. I'd love an official God of War game on PlayStation Vita, its own God of War game, not necessarily a cross-buy, cross-play option. I'd love its own standalone title on PlayStation Vita. I really didn't fuck with God of War Ascension when that come out. My phone's going off. I didn't even play that game. I think just after, the HD collection and God of War 3 and everything, I just kind of burnt out on the series at the moment. But, hey ho. I think when this game does finally come out, I think it's going to look amazing anyway on PlayStation 4, and I will probably play it just because of how great it is probably going to look. But yeah, like I say, up until this point, this is just plain rumour at this point, so we'll see what happens in the near future. This game may get announced at Gamescom, we'll see. But yeah, so hit me up in the comment section, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about the whole PlayStation Vita thing. Do you think it's gonna be a cross-buy option, or do you think that just that basically means, you know, you can remote play it to PlayStation Vita. I think it's quite an interesting thing, but you know, we don't even know if this title's even in development. You know, somebody could have mocked this up at Photoshop, but we'll see. So that's it from me, guys. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Like I say, hit me up in the comment section. As always, rate, comment, subscribe. I'm your boy, and I'm out. Peace.